This is Zane Goldthorpe with ProWriters, and in this class, we are going to discuss what a business should do in the event of a cyber claim. In our previous CyberU courses, we talked about many different cyber exposures that businesses face and how insurance can help. But one of the most important questions we receive from our agents is, what should we do if we find out our clients have had a breach? Imagine it's 4:30 on a Friday afternoon and your client and business owner Caroline is closing her office to go enjoy a great weekend doing all her favorite things. Her company, Sweet Caroline's, started as a small business selling candy to local friends and family through her small candy store in town, but has grown into a $10 million business where she sells homemade candy online. As Caroline is walking out the door, she gets a frantic call from her IT provider informing her that someone has gained unauthorized access to her network and that client data may have been compromised or exfiltrated. Caroline stops in her tracks, calls her insurance agent, who sold her a cyber policy, and says, "What am I supposed to do now?" This is an all too real situation for business owners and something they should all have a plan in place for. But as the insurance agent, you need to be prepared to help guide them down the right path as well. So let's talk about what the proper steps would be. First, and most importantly, any cyber event should be reported immediately to a pre-approved breach response counsel or breach coach. The insured should also report directly to the carrier. However, the breach coach will help with coordinating with the carrier. We recommend that the insured reach out to the Mullen Coughlin law firm, which is the leading breach response law firm that is pre-approved by all the carriers we work with. Your insured can reach out to the Mullen Coughlin firm through our ProWriters hotline number and email shown below, and they can let their insurance carrier know in their notice of a breach that they have already reached out to Mullen Coughlin. From there, the breach counsel is going to quarterback the rest of the process for the insured and help them through all the challenges they will face. It is important to get the breach counsel involved immediately because there are a whole host of laws with varying reporting deadlines, sometimes as short as 12 or 24 hours, and therefore the insured will need to get the legal advice from a firm that has dealt with all the regulators. In the scenario of Caroline's candy store, where the breach occurs Friday afternoon, it is imperative that the insured has breach counsel working over the weekend with their claims adjuster to avoid missing the deadlines and working with a forensics firm to understand what happened and get the candy store back up and running. When a business is the victim of a ransomware attack, the insured is also going to need advice from their breach counsel regarding the negotiations of the ransom, and if they decide to pay the threat actor, they're not on the OFAC list. Breach counsel will also assign an approved incident response team under attorney-client privilege who will handle the forensics analysis of the breach to determine what happened, how it happened, and make sure the threat actor is no longer on the network, and determining what data was compromised. Based on the forensics analysis, the breach counsel will then help the insured determine which of their clients need to be notified of the breach, and they will draft notification letters. With the Caroline's candy store example, since she has strong online sales, she is likely selling to individuals in many different states, and the breach counsel will have to be sure she follows the notification laws of each individual state to avoid any future fines. As you can see, it is important that the insured take the correct actions when managing a breach, and in the example of Caroline's candy store, Caroline is going to still have to spend her weekend going through the painful process of a cyber claim. However, by involving the experts immediately and avoiding any missteps, she can save herself much further third-party damages and expenses, as well as regulatory fines and penalties. For more information on claims handling and how to learn how you can better protect your clients, reach out to us at ProWriters anytime.